It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Vikings and the Browns coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Shoves him away. He gets away from one. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Space to run past the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll get it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Faulkner. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Ryan now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
Boy, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's the run with Cadet. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the ground with Cadet. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go!
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play there for Minnesota.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Ryan flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Let's go, boys.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Ryan. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On 1st down, Faulkner, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Cadet will run it. Bulldozes past him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that way.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Cadet. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's really some good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 28. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go back to Cadet.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Rolling to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Back now here on EA Sports. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Runs through the contact and able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches. Had
to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. They'll run on 1st down. Faulkner, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Faulkner. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 17. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ryan. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And partner, to tie a game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And now here's a carry heading left. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rallied quickly after the broken tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go. Do it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they try the right side here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll tie us at 30 to 30. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
79 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Ryan. A quick throw, but incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the deep.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.